What can we do to make our communities better? How can we solve some of the problems we face? What does it mean to change a life? Since 1981, the Arizona Lottery has been offering answers to these very questions. This support falls into 4 specific categories. The first is health and public welfare.
Sweet. Good, you gotta be nice, you're on film.
My name is Jay Rominger, and I'm a CASA volunteer here in the state of Arizona.
Jay has helped me in every part of my life.
CASA is a court-appointed special advocate. You advocate for children who have no one else to speak for them in court.
He's one of my top friends in the world.
He wants a family. He wants to be adopted. He wants a mom and a dad and normality.
Another important area of focus is education.
My husband was deployed in October of 2009. After he left, everything just felt like it sank.
Just didn't really like life at the time.
The hardest thing was just trying to figure out a new routine.
When you're a military family, things like the arts really are extra here at ASU Gamage. The Arizona Lottery enables 200 military dependents to come to the theater 3 times a year. This is our way of saying thank you, and we can never say thank you enough.
The Arizona Lottery is also making an impact on the environment.
Here at the Audubon Center, we connect inner-city children with nature.
Before I came to Audubon, I didn't think about the environment.
I see children discovering a universe that wasn't available to them if this center wasn't here.
This place teaches you so much. If there wasn't a place like this, I think a lot of people would be missing out.
The 4th area of focus is the economy, or how the Arizona Lottery supports business development programs as well as lottery retailers.
My name is Sandy Merrill. I'm the agent owner of Mosaic Insurance in Prescott Valley. We offer all brands of insurance, just about anything any consumer would need. Without the NACOG program, I would not have been able to have been an employer right now. They are my assistants that I need.
Because of the funds that came to us from Commerce and the lottery, we were able to expand opportunities to 3,800 businesses in the Yavapai County area.
That was the make or break of my business, and we have been very successful because of it.
Thanks to your support, the Arizona Lottery has been able to return billions of dollars to state beneficiaries and programs. And an average of 3 million more is generated every week to keep vital programs like these in place. So the next time you purchase your favorite ticket, take some time to dream about the cash prize or jackpot. Then, think about the countless other winning stories you're bringing to life. The Arizona Lottery. With your help, we're changing lives statewide.